In this video, we will discuss about linear equations, and there is something more about linear equations. As in the previous video, you learned about how to make the equations and solve them, and now I have come with few interesting questions from the same chapter, same exercise. Okay, so let's solve these. Our first question is Sahu's mother's present age is 6 times Sahu's present age. Okay. Sahu's age 5 years from now will be one third of his mother's present age. What are their present ages? Here we have to consider the Sahu's age as x. Okay. Because Sahu is younger than his mother. So we will consider Sahu's age is x, and as it is given Sahu's mother's age is 6 times, means mother's age will be 6x obviously. So when you consider the values, okay, in a proper way, then your approach will be correct and you will get the answer soon in a proper way. So in this way we will consider their ages, then we will need to make an equation which depends on the conditions given in the questions. Second thing which is given in the question is Sahu's age 5 years from now. Okay, so if you want to find Sahu's age from now, means that is after 5 years. From now means after 5 years. Okay, so if Sahu's age is x, then after 5 years his age will be x plus 5, obviously, because after 5 years he will be older. Now these two things you have to consider, and by using these we will make an equation, then we will solve it. So let's continue. Let Sahu's present age is x, the mother's present age is 6s. Okay, according to the question, after 5 years Sahu's age will be one third of the mother's age, means whatever the mother's age is today at present, then after 5 years the Sahu's age will be one third of the mother's present age. So we will not calculate the mother's age after 5 years, only we will calculate Sahu's age after 5 years. So the equation will be x plus 5, means after 5 years it is equal to one third of the mother's age. So this is the one third of 6x, and by cross multiplying, okay, or you can just simply cut 6 by 3, so you will have x plus 5 is 2x, then transposing the terms, okay, and we'll have x equal to 5. So finally we have write that x is 5. Now what was x? As you assumed in the beginning of this solution, x was the present age of Sahu. It means Sahu's present age is 5 years and present age of mother is 6 into 5, that is 30 years. So this is our answer, and to make sure this is correct you have to cross check the answer. As you can see that you can just concentrate on these values and you can feel the age of mother is 6 times the age of Sahu, means 5 6 are 30. So mother's age is 6 times the age of Sahu. So first condition which is given in the question is satisfied. Alright, our answer is correct. But what about second condition? It is after 5 years. Okay, so it is given in the question that after 5 years. Now what will be the age of Sahu after 5 years? As he is 5 years now, after 5 years he will be 10 years, and as you can see 10 is one third of 30. 10 is just one third of 30, nothing else. So both the conditions are satisfied which are given in the question, so we are sure that our answer is 100% correct. Students, always do the cross checking in the chapters of algebra. Mostly when you solve the equations, then you should cross check your answer. So it will be beneficial for you. Now next question is regarding the digits. Okay, this is very important topic of the chapter. So regarding the 2-digit numbers, there are a variety of questions, you have to practice them. Our today's question is one of the two digits of a 2-digit number is 3 times the other digit. Okay, for example, suppose if you understand the language given in the question properly, you can take some approach. Okay, so suppose the number is 26. As you can see, there are 2 digits and 6 is 3 times of 2. So in this way we have to consider a number. Again, some another number may be 13. Here 3 is 3 times 1. Okay, so if we think that one digit of a 2-digit number is x, then another digit will be 3x. Okay, and either of the digits can be considered at ones or tens place, so it doesn't matter because not given in the question. Now if we interchange the digits and both the numbers are added, we get 88. So consider the steps I have given here. Let one's digit is x, okay, and suppose it is one's digit and other digit is 3x, then it is tens digit. Then the number is, why we are writing, okay, in this form, as I told you, the number in expanded form can be written in this way. So 10 multiplied by tens digit plus unit digit, so it becomes 31x after simplifying, and after interchanging we have, as you can see in previous video I told you that the coefficient of 10 is changes. Here 10 is multiplied by 3x, see in the circle with 3x, but when we interchange the digits, the 10 is multiplied by x. Okay, so the new number after interchanging the digits is 10x plus 3x, see in the circle. So simplifying it we get 13x. Now we have to follow the condition according to question. If both the numbers are added, we get 88. Which both numbers? The original number and the number which is obtained by reversing the digits or interchanging the digits. So by adding both these we get 88. For this we write 31x plus 13x equals 88. Okay, by simplifying we get x is 88 upon 4 and that is 2. So x is 2. Now what to do with x? The original number we can get is 31 into x. See here, the original number was 30x. Okay, again see inside the circle, this is 31x. So we multiply 31 by x, as it is 31 multiplied by 2, 62. So our number is 62, but we were not sure that our one's digit was x or 3x. Okay, either one may be. Now we consider here that if one's digit is 3x and tens digit is x, again in the circle, see, so our number will be 26, obviously because the digits are reversed, so 62 becomes 26. Now we got the answer, as the original number may be either 62 or 26. Actually this is very important pattern, okay, regarding the 2-digit numbers, so be careful, sincerely study this. Okay, our next question is very simple, as it is just a simple linear equation. Now what to do with this? There are two methods actually. Okay, one of them I am telling you, either you can take the LCM of 3 and 5, that is 15, and multiply by 15 on both sides, but another method is very simple, just do cross multiply. So what is the cross multiply? Multiply 5 by x minus 5 and 3 by x minus 3 in this way. So we'll multiply 5 by x minus 5 on LHS this, and on RHS we get 3 multiply x minus 3. After simplifying, okay, we have 5x minus 3x equals 25 minus 9. Now it is 2x equals 16 and x equals 8. So we found that x equals 8. Okay. Are you sure always that your answer is right? Again, in linear equations, try to do cross check. So how to cross check this question? Okay, cross check means we are creating a question from the answers. Okay, so put the value of x equals 8 here. Try to put the value of x here. Wherever x appears, you will write x. Now try to solve it. Okay, we are doing cross checking, it's very important. See carefully. X equals 8, so we'll write 8 minus 5 upon 3. This is left hand side. Now what is the value? That is 3 upon 3 and it is 1. So on the left hand side we have 1. Okay, remember this, we have 1, means value of this inside the circle, that is 1. Now what about right hand side? So again put the value of x. Okay, x in this side. Now it becomes 8 minus 3 upon 5. Now it is 5 upon 5. Again it is 1. So we can say RHS is also 1. So 1 equals 1 and this is true. Okay, 1 is always equal to 1. This is true. And why this is true? Due to the value of x, that is 8. As we substituted that value of x here. So our answer is right. Okay, that's why I am telling you again and again that cross checking is very important. Okay, come to the next question. Again it is very in a mixed pattern. Okay, so some fractions are also given here. Okay, we will follow some other approach. As I told you, the method of LCM. Now method of the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. All right, we multiply by 6 both sides. Okay, we multiply by 6 on both sides. So we write this first equation. Now each and every term is multiplied by 6. So firstly the m is multiplied by 6, this also multiplied by 6. So every term is multiplied. By simplifying it, we have 6m minus 3 m minus 1 equals 6 minus 2 multiply by m minus 2. Okay, step by step if we solve it, we get m equals 7 upon 5. Now be careful when following the steps, transposing the terms and about the negative quantities also. Okay, so after the simplification we got m equals 7 upon 5, and if you want to do cross check, okay, you can. So how to do cross check for this question? Here the value of m is substituted here. Wherever you see m, just write 7 upon 5 and you will see that LHS equals RHS. So our answer will be right. Okay, if both sides are not equal, means your answer is wrong. So you can do cross check for this question in your rough notebook. Okay, now there is another question. See, 3 multiplied by 5z minus 7 minus 2 9z minus 7 equals 4 8z minus 13 minus 17. So here are two sides, LHS and RHS. Okay, now what to do? We have to just collect all the like terms and the constant values on either side, then maintaining the balance of the equation we will simplify. So 3 is multiplied by the bracket, it becomes 15z minus 27, as this 3 is multiplied by this all the quantities inside the bracket. Similarly 2 is multiplied by these quantities, 4 is multiplied by both these So in step by step we will have the first line, then after simplifying, okay, one by one we get 70 upon 35 equals z, and obviously z is 2. So we have got that z is 2. Again, for cross checking you can put z equals 2. Okay, this value is kept here, this value is kept here, and also here. So wherever z is there you have to write 2. Okay, so let's see how I help you. Now z is 2, so inside the first bracket if we write z equals 2, it is 5 2 10, 10 minus 7 3, and 3 3 9. Okay, now in the second bracket, see inside the circle, second bracket, okay, z2 means 9 2 18, 18 minus 11 7, and 7 2 14. All right, now inside the third bracket, see the circle, z equals 2, so 8 2 16, 16 minus 13 3, and 4 3 12, and it is the RHS. Now solve these on left hand side. 9 minus 14 is minus 5. On RHS 12 minus 17 is minus 5. You can see both the values are equal. Okay, it means our answer z equals 2 is correct. Okay, it's 100% correct. So it is very important, the cross checking is very important. Now few more points we should revise. Okay, when you make the equations, just consider few words which comes in the question. For example, it is not given that you have to add or subtract. Some other words are given instead of addition or subtraction. For example, for addition it is given that more than. If you see more than, you have to do addition. If you see 3 times or 4 times, you have to do multiply. Okay, so in similar way you can make an equation. Here it is the question regarding ages of a mother and her son. So given that mother's age is 6 times son's age, it means you have to multiply the son's age by 6. Then after 5 years means you have to add 5, because anyone, okay, if a person is there, after 5 years he will be 5 years more. Suppose a person is 10 years old today, and after 5 years he or she will be 15 years old, obviously. So these things should be considered and used properly in an equation, then your equation will become correct. Okay, and it will be balanced. So take sincerely, and here, okay, what to do with this? Again I am telling you there are two methods, but cross multiply is easier, and where we have some whole numbers and fractions and the question is in mixed form, then use the method of LCM. Okay, doesn't matter. So we will use cross multiply. In cross multiply, what we do, the numerator is multiplied by denominator of other side, and same pattern it followed on the other side also. So x minus 5 is multiplied by this 5. Okay, see this again, x minus 5 is multiplied by 5 and 3 with x minus 3. So in this way we balance the equation and we get the answer. Also you can cross check. As I told you that use the method of LCM. So in this question, that's why I have kept two different questions of different pattern. Okay, either one you can use, but in this question the method of LCM is beneficial. Okay, so in the denominator on both sides, on left hand side denominator is 2, on right hand side denominator is 3. So LCM of both these is 6, and we are multiplying 6 by both sides. So after simplifying we get m equals 7 upon 5. As you can see, we have mix proper improper fraction, that is 7 upon 5. Okay, so when we get the fractions, the cross checking becomes not so easy. Okay, but just do for your confirmation that your answer is correct. Now here again, this is not a case of LCM or something else. It's a very simple question. Just simplify it, open the brackets. Okay, use the concept of multiply and addition, whatever, and solve the problem. Okay, there will be no problem because this is in a linear form. Denominator is not there, so just simplify it. Now I hope you got it. Okay, revise all the things and give the answers in your assignment. All right, thank you.